I'm a forensic accountant, and the dead man's Excel spreadsheet revealed a glitch in reality. Okay, so this is weird, like really weird. I'm a forensic accountant. It's as thrilling as it sounds, mostly staring at numbers all day, trying to figure out where someone messed up. Usually, it's embezzlement, tax fraud, the occasional Ponzi scheme, standard stuff. But this was something else entirely. I was brought in to audit the estate of a Mr. Alistair Finch. Finch was eccentric. Ridiculously wealthy, apparently. The estate was massive, sprawling across multiple continents. I'm talking yachts, private islands, the works. And the documentation? A nightmare. But the worst part, the thing that's kept me up at night for weeks now, was his Excel spreadsheet. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was stepping into something far beyond my expertise. It wasn't just a spreadsheet, it was the spreadsheet, the central hub for everything. And it was broken. Not in a normal user error kind of way. It was broken in a way that defied the laws of physics, or at least the laws of Excel. Circular references that shouldn't have worked, calculations that spat out nonsense, yet somehow the whole thing balanced. It was like it was predicting the future. I know, sounds insane, right? But I swear, it was forecasting expenses with an unsettling accuracy. Like it knew his yacht was going to need a new engine 3 months before the repair bill even arrived. Honestly, I don't know why I'm even telling you this. It sounds completely bonkers when I say it out loud. The sheer impossibility of it all made my head spin. I kept replaying the numbers in my mind, trying to find a logical explanation, but there was none.
I'm good at my job. I can usually untangle the most convoluted financial messes, but this was different.
There was one cell in particular, cell D47, that just didn't make sense. It was referencing itself in a way that created an infinite loop, but instead of crashing, it generated a number, a seemingly random number. But that number then influenced other calculations, creating a cascade effect that, well, it shouldn't have been possible. I tried to recreate it, to understand the logic, but the more I dug, the more confused I got. I even brought in Sarah, a colleague of mine, a whiz with VBA macros. She took one look at it and just paled. I felt a cold dread creep into my bones as I watched her reaction. I wondered if I was losing my grip on reality. She told me to leave it alone, said it was tainted. Honestly, I thought she was being dramatic. I mean, it's a spreadsheet, right? How can a spreadsheet be tainted? But then the glitches started. Not in the spreadsheet itself, but in my software. My accounting program started behaving strangely. Formulas would change on their own. Calculations would produce impossible results. It was subtle at first, just a few minor errors. But then it escalated. I'd be working on a report and suddenly, a cell would contain a number that was clearly wrong, but it was the same number that cell D47 in Finch's spreadsheet had generated. I started feeling uneasy. The feeling that something was watching me grew stronger with each passing hour. I started to question my own sanity. Like I was losing my mind. I know it sounds crazy, but it felt like the spreadsheet was bleeding into reality. I started double-checking everything, paranoid that I was missing something obvious, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was fundamentally wrong. I started drinking more coffee, sleeping less. My wife kept asking me what was wrong. I just brushed it off, said I was stressed about the Finch estate. I didn't want to worry her with my spreadsheet paranoia. You guys won't believe this, but I even started seeing patterns in random numbers. License plates, phone numbers, anything with digits. It was getting out of hand. I began to wonder if I was the only one who could see what was happening. The lines between the digital and the real were blurring, and I wasn't sure which was the illusion anymore. After a week of this, I decided to try a different approach. I stopped trying to understand the calculations and started looking at the structure of the spreadsheet. And that's when I realized something. The impossible formulas weren't financial formulas at all. They were encoded. It was a complex system of encryption, using the spreadsheet structure as a key. The numbers weren't representing money. They were representing something else entirely. I spent another few days cracking the code, and what I found, well, it blew my mind. The coordinates. The spreadsheet wasn't tracking finances, it was tracking locations. I felt a shiver run down my spine, realizing the implications of this discovery. It was like uncovering a secret language, one that spoke of places I'd never dreamed existed. Latitude and longitude coordinates scattered across the globe. These coordinates led me to a series of remote, obscure locations. A research facility in Antarctica, a hidden lab in the Amazon rainforest, a deserted island in the Pacific. And at each location, I found documents, blueprints, research notes, all related to an impossible invention, something that defied the laws of physics. Finch wasn't just a wealthy eccentric. He was secretly funding groundbreaking, reality-bending research. I felt a chill run down my spine. This wasn't about money anymore. This was about something far more dangerous, far more significant. The weight of what I knew threatened to crush me. I wondered if I should have just walked away, pretending I never saw any of this. Now I'm faced with a choice. Do I reveal what I've found? Expose Finch's secret and potentially unleash this technology upon the world? Or do I protect it, bury it deep, and hope that no one ever finds out? The weight of that decision is crushing me. I've consulted with a few trusted colleagues, but no one seems to know what to do. The legal implications are staggering. The ethical implications are even more so. I'm a forensic accountant, not a superhero. I'm just supposed to follow the money, not decide the fate of humanity. I wondered if I should just walk away, pretend I never saw any of this, but I knew I couldn't. The responsibility felt immense, almost unbearable.
Then I found the failsafe. Buried deep within the spreadsheet, a final set of instructions. The spreadsheet wasn't just a tracking device, it was a self-destruct mechanism. If the coordinates weren't used by a specific date, a date that's rapidly approaching, the research sites would automatically self-destruct, destroying all the data and the technology. It was Finch's last resort, a way to ensure that his secrets died with him. I was just looking at it, trying to understand the code, and I accidentally clicked on one of the coordinates. Just a simple click. And suddenly, the screen flashed and a new window popped up, displaying a live feed from the Antarctic Research Facility. And what I saw, I can't even describe it. Something impossible. Something that shouldn't exist. I don't know what to do. What would you do? I felt a presence behind me and I knew I wasn't alone. And what I saw, I can't even describe it. Something impossible. Something that shouldn't exist. I don't know what to do. What would you do? Seriously, I need to know. I'm posting this here because I don't know who else to turn to. I feel like I'm going crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe it was all just a hallucination brought on by sleep deprivation and too much coffee. But I don't think so. I really don't think so. I'm scared. Really scared. The image burned into my mind, and I knew my life would never be the same.